everyone, it's Eleanor here, and I'm outside. It's beautiful. The flowers are all blooming. I never thought I would see this, but it's April now, so it's spring. Well, I have a light heart message for you today, and that is you can have peace of mind, like P-E-A-C-E. You can have peace of mind, and I thought that was a really beautiful thought, so I had to come out and share that. The one thing I've learned over this past year has been that I really don't have any control over how I feel. I don't have any control over what happens around me, and I don't have any control over how I feel about what happens around me. I can try and manage how I react, but I cannot control how I feel. I cannot manipulate how I feel. It will suffocate me. And so I realized that I can choose what I want, not want to feel. Yes, I can choose that, but I can choose what I want, but I cannot control how I feel. And realizing that gave me a peace of mind, yes, but a huge relief as well, and a kind of realization that that everything is okay. So in facing difficult things, I can choose what I want and I can try and focus on it. But if there is a huge reaction within me, then I won't be able to do anything about it until something gets resolved. And the only reason why there's a huge reaction within me is because it either matters a lot, or it's bringing up something within me that matters a lot. Something not directly related to the situation, but indirectly related to some kind of energy behind it, or an idea, or another painful situation, or another situation that hasn't healed. Some people say triggering, right? That it triggers you. So I learned that when it comes to certain things like that, it's really important to let that energy process and let it out. Otherwise, it will continue to remain stuck. And you'll continue to have a really bad day for some reason. And at times like that, the way to bring yourself out of that is to, first of all, take deep breaths. That has to become a habit so that it becomes natural, a more natural reaction that you turn to or turn towards. And when you can eventually find the space, or that I would say space in love in that moment for yourself and for the situation and the people around you, then you can bring yourself out of a difficult space by asking yourself, what 3 things feels most loving for you, or what 3 things would make you feel like you can do, or that you want, that is really truly loving, or that makes you happy right now. Good stuff. And you don't actually have to work on that right now, but feeling like you have those 3 things, it could be like, for example, oh, I would love to have a really good nap, or something really delicious but healthy at the same time, like a juice or a fruit. I would just love to run around and feel good in my body, just connect with it. And just feel like you have that, and take a moment to connect with those feelings that these three things, or one thing, or two things, or more, bring you. After you are able to come to a place of that bliss and love, then continue to approach your situation. But first, try and take deep breaths and then connect to a more positive and wholesome space and energy, and then continue to process things that require your attention, your energy, your emotional energy, your mental energy, or physical energy, and right? Even focus is more mental, but yes. And once you're able to do that, you may find that it becomes a little easier to carry on with what you're doing. The second thing that I've learned is so cool, and this is really useful for people who find themselves running off in their thoughts, or their thoughts are running off, and they keep thinking one thought to another, and they have a really difficult time just trying to just be present in their own minds. And that can be very, very troubling for some people. Whether or not the situation is a difficult one, sometimes it's a peaceful day and you have your thoughts racing. So there are two things that you can do, and I'll share that in another video. So I wish you well and have a wonderful day. Love and light. Bye.